And I was hanging around John Singleton. It was all good. He looked at me one day. He was like, "Yo, man, when you gonna write a movie?" I'm like, "What? What are you talking about?" I'm like, "John, I just came over here to have a beer. you putting all this life, quest on me." So I'm like, "Man, I don't do that. I write rhymes." He's like, "Man, you can write rhymes like that. You can write movies. Trust me. Just look at the discipline and see what you got to do." So actually that night, I left. I went to the computer store and bought this. I bought a computer. I didn't even have a computer then. I bought one. Bought all these damn programs, and I started writing a script as soon as I got the computer up. And I didn't know what the hell I was doing, and it was whack. At the end of the day, when I went to go show John, he was like, "Ooh, okay,
stop playing."
Yeah, he was like, so he just gave me notes. He was like, "Do this better. This don't make sense. You can't put this here. This is coming out of nowhere." And he just, taught me really how to put it together and make it where it's okay. This is a movie. So I wrote 2 scripts before we did Friday. Friday was like my third attempt at trying to write a movie.
I mean, the concept, when you think of the concept of Friday, is really simple and it's really basic.
Yes.
What was the inspiration for that?
Hollywood Shuffle, In Living Color. Just seeing dudes who, with Hollywood Shuffle, what's cool about that is Robert Townsend. He made that movie with his own credit cards. He he robbed Peter to pay Paul to make that movie. And it was cool because it was a funny movie. It was a movie about our experience, done by us, edited by us, without interference. So I was like, man, that's the perfect way. So when me and DJ Pooh, we wrote Friday. So we was like, let's go make it. So we started raising the money, and New Line came in, and they was like, man, this script is amazing. Please do it with us. We'll let y'all do it any way y'all want to do it. We won't touch it. And that was the big deal. Like, y'all don't know this world. So don't come in here and try to tell us how to do it. Even though we don't know how to do a movie. But don't tell us how to do it, because we trying to get something specific. So Friday was, it's like, I call it a simple song, but told in a complicated way. And that's exactly what it is. It's a day about the day the bully get beat up. Everybody remember that day when the bully get beat up. And that's what Friday is. It's just the day the bully get what's coming to him.
Did you have any inkling that Friday would become such a classic? Like, it's a classic. Like, it's undoubtedly a classic. Generation after generation after generation locks into Friday. Like, you ain't shit if you don't watch Friday.
Hey, man, that's what we was going for, to be honest. I ain't gonna lie. We grew up on Cooley High and the Mac and Superfly and Uptown Saturday Night and Let's Do It Again, Car Wash. These are classics to us. Just like other dudes love The Godfather. And we love them too. But these are our classics that we grew up on. So I'm like, man, I want a classic too. I want something where people say, this is a movie I grew up on. So we was trying hard to do something that was original for the time and unique and showed a different experience than people had expected from South Central LA. People that saw Boys in the Hood, Menace to Society, even a movie called South Central. So they felt like we just living in a hell, war zone. Right. And we all come from the hood. We know it's bad, but it ain't no war zone.
It's not bad every day.
Thank you.
And I remember,
we have fun.
Right. And I remember Mano, I always bring this up. Mano was on the show a couple of years ago. And he said, we all from the hood, but we all not hood.
Thank you. And we all have fun. No matter where you from, no matter how bad your neighborhood is, you have fun there. And it's times where it's no other place you'd rather be. So we was like, let's show that aspect. And then and it was in the tradition of Spike Lee showing, he used to show Brooklyn and made it look like
jazz.
Yeah, it made it look like, a walk in the park. It was beautiful. It was grimy, but beautifully presented. And that's what we wanted to do. Like, show something that could be grimy, but we're going to be funny with it, and we're going to present it in a way that it looks like candy to you.
One of the things that I appreciate the most about you is you've always been uncompromisingly Ice Cube.
Yeah.
But over the years, you went from being one of the scariest black men in America to becoming one of the most beloved without changing. Like, how does one do that, B? Because you know, like you, sometimes we can't be uncompromised. We got to change up a little bit. Like you and Snoop, I think Snoop is the most beloved rapper in the history of hip hop. Like everybody loves Snoop.
I think it's all about being yourself. You know, at a certain point, you know, most rappers usually show only a few sides of their personality to the world. And with movies, you can open up. You don't have to be just that artist. You can show the world your whole talent. And if you do it in the right way, then they will accept it. And they won't say, oh man, this dude, I don't even know who he is. You know what I'm saying? So I just kept it 100. And, you know, doing a song like It Was a Good Day showed me.
That's one of my son's favorite songs. Man,
it's my biggest song of all time. Biggest. You know, I got to do It Was a Good Day, or it's hell to pay when I perform. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, it's hell to pay. Yeah. So when I was going to do that song, man, dudes was like, my crew, dudes that was in the studio was saying, what is this? What you doing? What kind of song is this? Dude, you can't put this out.
They thought it was too soft?
They thought it was like, you don't talk about that, Cube. You talk about the gutter, the grime. I'm like, nah, this is reality rap. This ain't we ain't just putting on you know, the worst thing we can think of on wax. You know, let's be real. And if I'm having a good day, why I can't make a song about it and rap about it and be real? And that's what I want to be. I don't want to be this, you know, gangster rapper. I just want to be a rapper that do what I feel, cool artist that you don't know what to expect. You know you're gonna like it. You know it's gonna be raw and hard, but it ain't gonna just be a one-trick pony type of thing. You know, it's gonna be an array of different thoughts and flavors and experiment. And I'm not just gonna pigeonhole myself to stuff that I know work. You know, that's not what artists do. It's like only do what you know work. An artist is there to push the envelope, push the boundaries, do stuff that might not work, and hopefully have enough equity with your fans that they'll say, hey man, come on Q, bring it on back. Bring it on back. You get a little too far with that one. I ain't feeling that one. Bring it on back. And they allow you to do that. And I've been able to do that with music, now with movies. And, you know, just doing hood movies, I wouldn't be where I am today. Right. So I have to mix it up. I got to do more than what people expect. And if my movie don't do good, see, if Straight Outta Compton don't do good, the Tupac movie don't get made. Yeah. The Audition thing might be on a little hold. It just might, you know, it comes down the line. But Straight Outta Compton blow up. Now everybody with something like that, you better come with it. Yeah. Because the window gonna start closing. Yeah. As soon as something don't work, and that window's gonna close. So, and you gotta wait till you do something else. Comedy, then the door open again. Everybody better run in because it's closing as soon as something don't work. Right. And that's the thing. It's an open and closed door thing.
You know, speaking of which, man, because I want to jump into that. Congratulations on the success.
Thank you.
Straight Outta Compton, and that movie was phenomenal, and it blew the doors open, man. Yeah. Did you have any idea that it would be so huge?
I mean, I can't front and say, yeah, I knew it, but we knew if we did our thing, that this movie could be undeniable and irresistible. It's just too juicy. You know, our story just has too many nooks and crannies and major moves from, you know, people actually dying, you know what I'm saying, to protest in the street. You know, it's like another movie. I don't know another movie that can encompass hip hop, crack, LAPD, AIDS, rags to riches, break up to make up, did I say Rags and Riches?
Yeah.
I would say David versus Goliath. You know, FBI, Rodney King,
The shadiness
riots.
of the music business.
You know, it's like I don't know no other movie that can encompass all of that and be, you know, a comprehensive story that you can follow. So with NWA, you got that.
Are you working on any other biopics? If you can.
I don't want to say,
Right,
because
that means yes. That means yes, my dude.
well, no, it don't.
Okay.
It means maybe, because things have to catch a momentum and catch a rhythm. You know, it's a lot of ideas out there, but until these ideas start to fuse together and you start seeing how this thing is really going to take shape and come to reality, it's all just vague dreams. So, you know, there's people out there that I think deserve a movie about their journey, and you know, we're trying to make it happen. But if you can't do it to the level of Straight Outta Compton, to me, you don't do it.
That's right.
You leave it alone.
That's the bar.
Yeah. You know what I'm amazed at, man, is you know, doing research for this interview. There's a pattern of you continuously changing the game, like continuously changing the game. You know, from Straight Outta Compton, the movie, to NWA. I want to go back to the NWA days, man. Were you surprised that that album was embraced by so many people outside of Compton, outside of LA, outside of the West Coast?
Yeah. Because, you know, that album is really us not throwing our hands up, but saying, man, we ain't never gonna be Run DMC. Dude, you ain't never gonna be LL, homie. You ain't never gonna be Rakim. You ain't never gonna be Chuck D. You know what I'm saying? So let's stop trying to be like them, and let's just do records that we know our homies gonna like. Cause we can definitely be stars around here with what we saying, cause everybody around here know what we talking about. So that was really the nature of it. Is just we broke it on down. Let's just do what we know instead of trying to make, you know, Roxanne, or trying to make Paid in Full, trying to make, you know, Eric B for president, trying to do all that. Let's just do what we do. And if we don't become big stars, that's cool. We gonna be locals. We're gonna get a lot going on around here. We're gonna be the ish.
Good stars.
We're gonna be the ish around here. So it was like, yo, let's just do records. I know this dude will buy my record, and this dude over here, this dude over here. And then it just, from there, it's like a fire that just turned into this blaze that just was uncontrollable. It started creating its own weather. And we just was like, man, this was the match that started this forest fire?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about when you realized you was getting so much New York love? Because New York,
that's
historically, don't give nobody love.
I mean, that is the whole quest, in a way. I mean, New York is the Mecca. We're outside of the Mecca, and we don't ever even think we're gonna reach that point of greatness. You see what I'm saying? We think they're professionals.
Yes.
We're locals.
Yeah.
So when we came out here, we were still locals. Eazy E had one video out. We Want Eazy. Playing on MTV a few times. So we came out here for a seminar, new music seminar. And they was like, yo, we doing this thing at the Apollo. We want all the groups who are from everywhere in the country to come through the Apollo and jump on stage and do something. We got Biz Marquee down there. We got this one. We got that one. You know what I mean? Running all through the whole list of our favorite rappers. Yeah, let's do it. Man, we get up there.
Was it intimidating?
We get up there, they boo the hell out of us. We got Jerry. They like, man, get the Jerry curls out of here. Boo, get out of here.
Yo.
So we going through it. Then Eazy does his song where he got the video, and then they're like, oh, okay.
That's that dude.
Yeah, okay, now I'm starting to put it together. But it's too late now. It's show over.
Yeah.
We backstage, we like, man, we got booed at the Apollo. I'm looking for the Sandman to come out, get us. And Easy's like, man, sorry. He said, man, 6 months they're gonna be loving us.
How'd that feel though?
I'm like, dude, please.
How'd it feel?
Like get booed?
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, to get booed at the Apollo, you feel like I came to the Mecca of New York and they just kicked me. You know what I'm saying? We ain't good enough. And then we got in the elevator and we was on our way. In the hotel, we was on our way somewhere and we saw Run. Run was like, yo, where y'all from? It's like, yo, Compton, you know, we got this record. Oh, you the kid with that Boys in the Hood record? Oh man, I love that record.
And this is Run. This is Run at the top of his game.
Man, we love that record, man. I said, yeah, man, we went to Apollo, we just got booed. Man, don't worry about that, man. Everybody get booed in New York. Don't worry about that, man.
They got booed in New York.
Yeah, just come. Say, hey, when they hear this record and they really get on it, y'all gonna have no problems. And he just got off the elevator. And from there, we felt bad, but it was better because we was like, I don't care if all these boo us, run like us.
Yeah.
Run like us. We can die happy, run like us. So then we, you know, we really, you know, kept our head up from there and just kept doing what we doing. Next time I came to the Apollo as a solo artist, I threw money.
That's when you had the white mink on?
Yeah.
That's when you had the white mink on?
They threw money, man.
Ooh.
And it was just crazy.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
I find myself these days, these past several years, like tweeting every now and then about how much I really miss Eazy E. I never knew him personally, but I really miss him because of, you know, the contribution that he provided to the culture and to music, man.
Yeah.
Can you tell some of the listeners out there that really don't know the greatness of Eazy E, who he was, man, what he was?
He's fearless. You know, he's the architect of this, to me. You know, he was the one. We was playing all kind of hip hop. He come through, bumping Criminal Minded. So all you wanted to hear was Criminal Minded.
Right.
You know what I mean? And he's like, man, this the future. You know that stuff y'all doing, talking about, you know, girls in the biker shorts and all that, homie. This the future. So he knew what people would like if we did it right. And he's like, man, people want to hear the hard. It was always hard. You gotta be hard. That's soft. You know, I don't know how Panic Zone got on the album, but he wanted it hard. He had the vision. He you know, he really was like, I guess like Jam Master Jay was to Run DMC, where it was like pretty much most of the people was in the image of Jam Master Jay.
Yeah, he was the
image of Run DMC.
He was the soul of the group.
That's how Eazy was.
Right.
Eazy was the one with the money, with the sack, dressing right. He had everything to do it right. So, you know, a lot of us followed his lead as far as in the music industry and taking chances and not caring and not being afraid to go there.
Right.
And he's just one of the smartest dudes I ever ran across. Loved Compton. Compton would not be on the map like this if it wasn't for Eazy E. Because before, nobody went to Compton. Yeah. I mean, Compton was like, from South Central, why I need to go over there? It's a little too far away. But it's a city that's raw, you know, and it's raw like Watts, and he put it on the map single-handedly, period. And that's to me a great accomplishment because, as you can see, it's a lot of talent there that nobody would ever know. Yeah.
You know, your people telling us we got to wrap up. But I got a couple more questions.
It's a good one.
I got a couple more questions, man. You're one of the few artists, man, that have had the opportunity to work with arguably two of the greatest production teams of all time. To this day, I think overall, Dr. Dre is the greatest producer in hip hop, not just because of the music that he's created, but because he's also changed the game several times.
Yes.
And then you've also worked with the Bomb Squad.
Yes.
The Bomb, like people forget how incredible the Bomb. People forget or don't even realize how inspired Dre was by the Bomb Squad.
Without a doubt. I mean, the Bomb Squad was they the standard when it comes to sampling. That era, nobody could do it like the Bomb Squad. They was mad scientists. They was dudes who were more creative. They beats hypnotized you. Sonically on a whole nother level, you know. And these dudes were geniuses with sampling and putting music together in that era. And you know, I know I work with Dre, but the Bomb Squad was my favorite producers because they was what you know we were trying to emulate in a lot of ways. You know, if you listen to Straight Outta Compton,
Oh, it's a public enemy album.
yeah, got a lot of them same break beats.
Yeah.
That right there, the start of F the Police. That's Bring the Noise. That's Bring the Noise.
Yeah.
So we using these same break beats to create our stuff because we so influenced by Public Enemy.
Yeah, I mean, I would even say that, you know, most people don't look at it as how you guys are the other side of the same coin. Public Enemy's on one side and the NWA's on the other side, man.
Without a doubt, you know, I mean, they were, to me, more politically focused than NWA.
But so NWA, Fuck the Police is the most political song of all time in hip hop.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, we got one or two.
Yeah.
You know, they got 30, 40.
Yeah.
So, you know, our focus was just a little different than theirs, and they had, you know, knowledge of self, and they, you know, we were still, you know, mental zombies, you know, as far as our place in the world. We was just thinking the police was the biggest obstacle till we got the letter from the FBI. And then we started to really understand our place in the world, and me personally started to understand what it is to be black, you know, at that time. So these dudes helped us get over the hump with that. And I'm always salute Chuck D, my favorite rapper of all time, because of message and content is off the meters compared to any other rapper in the game.
Yeah.
You know, but so, you know, salute to Chuck. He really kicked this off to me.
It's 2017. Did you ever think Fuck the Police would still have, if not greater relevance than it did back in the late 80s?
Nah, you know, because you figure songs have their moment and you on to the next. I figured it'd be 10 songs about the police that was just as strong that probably came out by now. But, you know, it's kind of, I think what it is, it captures such a moment in time that the potency never leaves. It's captured on that record. It's just, you know, so just like any song could take you back. Man, I remember what I was doing when I heard this. You know, them Straight Compton songs off that album have that same ability to teleport you back to where you was and how you felt.
Last question, man. Who your top 5 of all time?
Oh God, man!
Everybody hates this question.
I do, because I got a top 35.
Yeah.
You know, I mean Chuck D. And I can't go in order. I'm gonna just give you 5.
It's not in order.
It's no order. Yeah.
Chuck D. Karis 1. So it's nice with it like that. Oh man, Jesus, man, this is hard. Rakim, guess you gotta put him up there. Melly Mel. Man, who else came with it like that? Changed my life. I'm gonna give it to LL.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it to LL because he underestimated
right?
As, you know, he was one of the most ferocious rappers in hip hop. You know, the original Rock the Bells is still mind blowing of just aggressive flow. You know, so yeah, they're my top 5. They're my heroes. You know, but I can't leave out Ice-T. You know what I'm saying? He's a giant to me in this game. Yeah, you know, I got a few more, but if I didn't mention you, sorry. I still love you.
How do you feel being in a lot of people's top 5s?
I feel great.
Yeah.
I feel like I did my thing. You know, I feel like that I didn't waste my time. If you can still remember me and still Respect what I did and what I'm doing. Man, salute. Thank you.
Yo, one of my favorite MCs from the West Coast is King T.
Yes.
Where's King T, man?
Oh man, King T, you know, he get on the mic every now and then, but he's definitely an architect of this. Him and DJ Pooh.
Yeah.
You know, them dudes, that voice and that delivering. So, you know, I wish he do more records, you know, but I wish MC Ren did more records too. You know, I'm like, you know, them dudes with these voices should get on the mic some more.
Yeah. That's it, man. But I do gotta thank you. Out of all the albums you dropped, one of the most personal and important to me was the EP, Killer Will.
Killer Will.
Killer Will was crazy.
Yeah, it's dope.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did that in between albums. You know, it was like after America's Most Wanted. We had, after I left NWA, I had so many songs that I was like, dude, these are not going to waste. Yeah. If we all can't do it, I'm gonna do them. So I rearranged them, and I was doing record after record after record. I think I did records like 4 years in a row.
Got to roll with
it. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Yo, Q, man. Thank you. I mean, usually we do longer, but your people's putting the pressure on us.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, man, and I wish you continued success. And I look forward to us doing this again, man. I really do, man.
Well, God bless, man.
Yes, sir.
Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate it.